It is mid-February 2022, and despite the somewhat sunny weather we're having, we've had cold, wet, or cold and wet weather for maybe about 5 months now. So we're gonna pack up the truck, we're gonna head south into an area that I'm super excited to visit. That's Oregon, but specifically the Deschutes River area of Oregon. It is gonna be somewhat cold down there, but fortunately we have the iCamper insulation that we're going to check out and do a little hiking, camping, and just explore the area. So let's hit the road. The Deschutes River begins its 252-mile course high in the Cascade Mountains before it empties into the Columbia River. It travels through rimrock-lined canyons, providing stunning scenery, world-class fishing, and whitewater rafting. Much of this area is on BLM land and free to explore.
What do you think of our camping spot?
Me?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a little bit windy.
Right here by the water.
Yeah. The Deschutes River.
Decided to go gourmet this time.
Tacos.
Instead of just guacamole, we're making tacos with a slaw.
Cilantro lime slaw. There's serrano pepper in there. Little spicy.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I just found
marshmallows.
this stuff in here.
Yes! Did you bring the roasters?
Yeah.
I wonder if you guys planned it.
We did. We totally tricked you. Huh. Time for your close-up. The last point accessible by motor vehicle is Max Canyon, which is 23 miles from the mouth of the Columbia River, and this acted as our home for the night. There's a trailhead here that will take you the rest of the way. Alternatively, many choose to float the river, camping on the shores along the way.
Sam is really into this camping trip this time. She said she wanted to go on a hike this morning. Same place we did yesterday, but further, so see how far we get. A 45-mile-long river with tons of camping all along the edge.
The Deschutes River Canyon was home to one of the last railroad wars. In 1908, the Oregon Trunk Line and the Deschutes Railroad sought to build railways that linked the interior to the Columbia River. Ultimately, by 1935, the Deschutes Railroad, located on the east bank, went defunct and has now been turned into a fantastic hiking trail.
Okay, you're not gonna be able to see it on here, but there's about 15 bighorn sheep right on this ridge.
more than that. There's probably 30.
Okay, Joseph says maybe 30. And we are so excited, right guys?
Yes!
It's so cool! We're
Okay.
seeing wildlife!
Everybody be quiet for a second so I can get it on here too. Oregon's bighorn sheep went extinct in the 1940s due to overhunting. After a successful reintroduction in the 1990s, the sheep population reaches nearly 600. We were fortunate to spot this group grazing on a ridge on our way out of the canyon.
They're like waiting for each other to eat.
I'm a sucker for maps, so when choosing a route home, I found 2 abandoned one-room schoolhouses to explore, although only one was accessible. The sheer remoteness of these buildings was remarkable, not a soul within dozens of miles. Henry Larkham Abbott, an engineering officer in the Army from the late 1800s, was quoted as describing Central Oregon as separated from the rest of the world by almost impassable barriers. He goes on to say, "Nature seems to have guaranteed it forever to the wandering savage and lonely seeker after the wild and sublime." Being able to explore this remote, rugged, and beautiful landscape with my family was such an enriching experience. Seeing the wonder and amazement on our daughter's face while gazing out at the Milky Way and spotting wildlife in their natural environment has left our hearts full and smiles upon our faces that will surely last until the next adventure. As always, thanks for joining us. Tread lightly and we'll see you out there.